What's up, guys? So yeah, today's Tuesday. I guess I was wrong about something. This is not the winter finale. Next week's episode is the winter finale, and of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And that's what we're here for right now. And Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is it. So this episode, Ye Shall Enter, is the episode named. And I'm gonna do my top 5 moments here. And yeah, so here, and I really did like this episode. It was a really good episode. It really was a good setup to the winter finale. And the winter finale, I think, is going to be an awesome episode because we finally get to see S.H.I.E.L.D. and her father be together. Oh yeah, major spoilers if you guys have not seen the episode. So, just saying. Alright, so, here we go with our top 5 moments. Number 5 would be that at the beginning of the episode, Sky has a bad dream, and that the city is in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And that is actually the capital of Puerto Rico. Just an interesting fact there. But yeah, it was really interesting for them to go to, a remote place. Like somewhere that you wouldn't think would actually be where it would really show up. Because if anything, I thought it would have been somewhere more like on the other side, like by China or something, or somewhere by Australia or something, because they brought that up. But no, it's in Puerto Rico, and that works. So, and then the Sky's dream right at the beginning of the episode was really interesting. I was waiting for her to see Ward come in, to just come in and just get a gun on her and just shoot her. Because I thought, since she's got, she's having a bad dream about the obelisk, that, that could be bad. And so, yeah. Sorry guys, just a second here. Alright, so, yes, number 4 will be that Coulson leads half the team to the city, which is Mac, Fitz, Simmons, and then Bobby. He leads them, and then May keeps both goings, and that's with this, and that's it's really funny. Just to really add a good comedic element. Billy and Sam going, Sky, Trip, and then Hunter. And that was it for the teams. And they kind of just split up and did their own job. And what May's team was doing was they were protecting Raina, who was being hunted down by Agent 33. And also along with this point is when Bobby and Simmons have this conversation about how Fitz, what the Fitz thing is how she felt when Fitz was, gone, when he was in his coma for 9 days. And it was just a really kind of heartbreaking moment, it really got to you. And so, number 3 would be the Sky versus Agent 33 fight, and then that Fitz decides Simmons should be the head person in the lab, and that he will work in the garage with Mac. I don't see how this is really gonna work, but I'll explain more on that later. But reason why I don't think Coulson really would have wanted him to go somewhere else, because I think Coulson would be like, no, you're going to stay here because you need to get back into your old roots and get this done. And then the Sky versus Agent 33 fight was really action-packed. We really haven't got to see Sky finally get down and dirty and fight somebody, and she was about to lose the fight. If Hunter would have stepped in, I think Sky would have kicked the boot, because it wasn't an easy fight for her. Alright, so yes, number 3 would be Raina's story of how she met Sky's father, how she was that kind of, how she was kind of a person on the street, a freak, as they called him. And then the story of how the Kree gave the diviner to the people. They came down, and I believe it was a story from Raina's grandmother or her great-grandmother. Either way, came down and gave the people the diviner, and then people who were worthy could enter the city, and that they would mainly rule the world. And that really ties into the blue alien, because the blue alien is Kree. So now we know that for sure. And yeah, I think that's probably going to be the only Kree alien that we're going to be seeing, besides the ones in Guardians of the Galaxy and in other space movies. But the ones that are on the show and that were dead on Earth. Those are the only things I think we're going to see. All right. So number 2. Oh wait, yeah, number 2 is when they finally make it to the temple. Mac loses it after trying to enter the temple. And then Ward comes to get Sky and Reyna. And I'm pretty sure we all knew that the informant would be, of course, we all knew that it was going to be Ward. Because who did not think that? I'm pretty sure everybody, when Whitehall was like, I'm going to send my informant in if you do not give me him, that's the thing. And it was really interesting because I don't know why he kept saying my informant. It was a real shock to the group, and it kind of shows that Ward really is not really with Hydra, as everybody thinks. And it was really interesting to see that. And we all know by the end of the episode, which is my top 1 moment, that Ward was ordered. Well, Mac gets buried. There's a whole fight between the whole team, actually. There's a fight between Bobby and Mac, and she kind of gets pinned up against the wall. The icers don't work on him, and then he hits Sky, and then Fitz gets the gun, an actual gun, and gets him at gunpoint. It's like, I'm gonna shoot you. I'm just gonna shoot you. And Coulson's like, do it. Then Bobby shocks him with her sticks. I don't know what they're called, and he falls back into the hole. And then Coulson just like, bury it. And, it's really intense. Like, what? You're gonna bury him? And I didn't think they had a choice, because that is really interesting. And then also, along with that, Ward was ordered to shoot the plane down. And that really plays the effect that he is not all bad. I do have an idea. I'm gonna rewatch the episode though. Last week's episode. Was his parents and Christian and his brother officially found in the fire? And if they were, okay, never mind, scrap that. But if they weren't, I think then it would make perfect sense that he did that to get Whitehall's opinion, and then he has them safe somewhere else. But I'm pretty sure they were in there and they found the bodies, but it still shows that Ward is not all bad and that he is willing. He's mainly he's with Sky. That's his motive. He is with Sky. And that is it for my top 5 moments. Next week will be the final Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episode until the break, and then Agent Carter premiere on January 6th or 2nd. Will be 2 hours long, so that'll be really epic. So I'll have at least 10 of my top 5 moments, 10 moments, because I'll do 5 from the first hour and then 5 from the second hour, and it'll just all come together like that. And it'll be very interesting. So, yeah, really looking forward. Did a great job. Kind of okay. I'll give it a 4 out of 5. Give it a 4. You get boo. Even though Ward is still my favorite character. Do not deny. And you get level 4 clearance out of 5 just this time. But I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye. J Wink is winking out.